Well, this is Winker Green Mill at Armley in Leeds. It's a development of new flats, just the sort of place that a first-time buyer would like to buy, but of course the price is a problem. I need to put this hat on because it is a building site. Come inside and have a look. One of the problems is that although these houses, as far as much of the country is concerned, are very cheap, you can buy a flat here for about £90,000, going up to perhaps 120 or so, it's still too much for many buyers. The average income in Yorkshire and the Humber is just under £20,000. So you'd still, at 3.5 times your income, need a £20,000 deposit to buy one of these flats. As you can say, this is a building site. We have the developer here from Ben Bailey Homes and also an estate agent from Stoneacre Properties who are selling some of these houses. Steve Ryder from the developers. What the government is proposing, is it good news as far as you're concerned as a developer?
I believe it's excellent news. I think bringing the first-time buyer back into the market will give confidence to the whole market and give confidence both for the developer and for the building societies and the general market in overall.
And I know that you don't have any blocked developments, any stalled developments. The government wants to open those up. Do you think it will make a difference for those developers who are in a position where they just need something to open things up again?
I think it's all about confidence. The market is all about confidence, and I think this type of message from the government in conjunction with the building societies will give that and install that sort of confidence to the whole market. So that stimulates the smaller developer as well as the larger developer.
Okay. Simon Marks, you're buying some of these properties as well as letting them to people who would like to buy themselves. They can't afford to, though.
They can't afford to. I mean, they're great quality flats, and it's simply a case of the deposit. You know, up until now, 20% deposit was needed and people just can't afford to do it.
So if you're able to go to one of those first-time buyers and say, OK, there's a new government scheme, you only have to put down 5%, what difference do you think that would make?
I think that would just generate a lot more interest, more first-time buyers registering with us, coming to have a look at developments like Winker Green.
And isn't there a problem, though, that we might end up with another subprime market? That's what went wrong before. The Northern Rock was lending too much money. People hadn't got it. They suddenly found that they simply couldn't pay things back. The danger is if the housing market drops again, people could be stuck with a house they simply can't sell.
But you could say that with any market, whether it's 20% deposit, 10% or 5% deposit. Obviously, you know, prices are very realistic. It's a good time to buy if you can get a deposit.
Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much indeed. The government believes this is obviously, as far as they're concerned, a good move. There are those who say perhaps they should have done more, that they shouldn't be putting taxpayers' money at risk by offering it to first-time buyers. But I suppose the litmus test will be to see whether flats like this start selling faster.